What's up guys, in this video I'm comparing the Galaxy A71 with the Pixel 6 Pro. So we have a mid-ranger versus a super flagship. So price wise, the Galaxy A71 you can get around $400 on Amazon. Pixel 6 Pro is a $900 phone and you can get it from Google and the carriers, but if you want to unlock the full price, $900. So it's a super flagship, but it's under $1,000. Overall size of the devices are pretty much the same. Weight wise, the A71 is 6.3 ounces, Pixel 6 Pro 7.4 ounces. Build quality: A71 glass front, plastic back, plastic frame. Pixel 6 Pro better build quality, glass front, glass back, aluminum frame. The Pixel 6 Pro has the eSIM built in, which is very handy. Also, the Pixel 6 Pro has IP68 dust and water resistance up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes, something that the A71 is lacking. And the display, both of these are AMOLED displays, but the Pixel 6 Pro has 120 Hz refresh rate versus the 60 Hz refresh rate on the A71. Sizes of the screen are very large. Both are 6.7 inches, so very huge screens. A71 has 87% screen to body ratio versus the 89% on the Pixel 6 Pro. You get 1080p resolution on the A71, 1440 resolution on the Pixel 6 Pro. PPI is 393 on the Galaxy 512 on the Pixel 6 Pro, and you get always on display also on the Pixel. So overall you get a better quality resolution display on the Pixel 6 Pro. Software, you get Android 11 on Galaxy A71 with Samsung Skin UI on top. Pixel 6 Pro comes with Android 12 out of the box with a stock version of Android. Big difference between these is Samsung UI versus stock version of Android on Pixel. You're going to get several fast updates on day one. On the Pixel 6 Pro, you're going to get 3 years of software updates, 5 years of security updates. A71 will be very slow in getting updates. It's still currently on Android 11, and it'll be slow to get the newest upgrades in software, but Samsung is committed to trying to get several years of updates. Chipset: Snapdragon 730 on the Galaxy, Google Tensor chip on the Pixel 6 Pro. Basically, you get an average chipset on the A71 versus a super fast, super new, super fine-tuned chip on the Pixel 6 Pro. Both of these start off at 128 gigs of internal storage, but the A71 has micro SD card slot. You start off at 6 gigs of RAM on the A71 versus 12 gigs of RAM on the Pixel 6 Pro. So a big difference in RAM. Camera department, you got 4 cameras on the Galaxy, 3 cameras on the Pixel 6 Pro. Main camera is 64 on the A71 versus 50 on the Pixel 6 Pro. You have a 12 megapixel ultra wide on the Galaxy, also 12 megapixel ultra wide on the Pixel, 5 megapixel macro on the A71, 48 megapixel telephoto lens on the Pixel 6 Pro, 5 megapixel depth camera on the A71, and they both shoot in 4K. Now it's safe to say that the Galaxy A71 is a perfectly fine camera, but the Pixel 6 Pro will be overall a better camera for sure. Selfie camera on the A71 is 32 megapixels at 4K. Pixel 6 Pro 11 megapixel ultra wide in 4K. So the big difference here definitely has to be the ultra wide focus on the Pixel 6 Pro. You get a headphone jack on the Galaxy. You don't get one on the Pixel 6 Pro. Bluetooth 5.0 on the A71, 5.2 on the Pixel. You get NFC on the A71 depending on your market, and you do get it on every model on the Pixel. USB Type-C charging for both. Both have an under the display fingerprint reader. And both have fairly large batteries. A71 4500, which will get you all day use. But the Pixel 6 Pro has a 5000 mAh battery, which will get you more than a day's full use. You got fast charging at 25 watts on the Samsung. You got fast charging at 30 watts on the Pixel 6 Pro, which will give you 50% charge in 30 minutes. You also get fast wireless charging at 23 watts and also reverse wireless charging. So although the overall better phone is obviously the Pixel 6 Pro, the A71 offers some very compelling features to keep in mind. It does have 128 gigs of storage, just like the Pixel 6 Pro. They got the same screen size and 6.7 inches. Both have monster batteries. The main differences here are going to be the price and also going to be the chipset, and also that you're getting a micro SD card slot on the A71. But it's going to be the software that usually is the biggest difference when you hold these phones in your hand and start using them. A lot of people like Samsung UI, while other people feel it's overwhelming. Pixel 6 Pro has a super smooth stock version of Android, and the software will be updated very quickly on day one. So that's the biggest things to look out for. But yeah, the price is definitely going to be in the favor of the A71, although $900 is not too bad for a super powerful Pixel phone. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.